Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 12th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. Now, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Wow. Oh, okay, perfect. I want to finish with guide this reading and show me clearly. I just felt like that should be that should be finished. But it all came out all at once, and I love that you're crowned with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of wealth, prosperity, success. We have the star coming forward. That is strong Aquarius energy. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, if or there's something around the time frame, January 20th to February 18th, that's coming forward here. But this is also a wish. This is something that you deeply want, and you could be feeling like divinity doesn't hear your wish anymore. And spirit is here to tell you divinity absolutely does. This is your soul's wish. This is what you deeply desire, what you deeply want. Now, the Six of Wands is right here. This is reversed. We're having a hard time right now, Leo, celebrating ourselves. And I use the we in the hour as you in spirit. It's always you in spirit. So here, that energy is coming forward with the Six of Wands. It's like, are you celebrating yourself? Do you know how to celebrate yourself anymore? What is your joy, your prosperity, your success, your bounty? What does that look like? With the, all right, yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. You're entering into a new season. This makes perfect sense. So this new moon is at 20 degrees, 40 minutes in Sagittarius. And it's opening up. This is the fourth moon. Okay, this is the fourth moon in a 7-moon cycle, a 7 new moon cycle of new beginnings and new chapters opening to us, like seeing a new way forward. And if you want to know more about the moon or about the astrology of this time, check out Pam Gregory's channel here on YouTube. I will have her linked in the description box below, but she really is quite amazing. Now, it's interesting with the Ace of Candles, the Ace of Wands. This is our ace. So we are represented by the wands in the minor arcana, by the strength card in the major arcana. So with the Ace of Wands reverse, there's a gift that God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is giving to us that's kind of tailor-made to us. We're not seeing it quite yet. Does this mean we don't take it? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means that we're not seeing it. Now, with the King of Swords reverse, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is an energy here where our inner talk, our inner dialogue might not be the nicest. So do be mindful about that during this time. Do be mindful also that we'll tend to listen to the worst of things because we'll think, why are they saying that? Right? Why are they saying it if it doesn't need to be listened to, if it's not true? So be mindful of that as well during this time, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of knowledge coming in. And with the King of Swords reverse, that's being overly factual, right? It's saying, okay, let me see kind of like the spreadsheet of everything first. It's being overly factual, and it's being overly critical. So be mindful of this during this time. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now let's clear the energy space. Oh, before we clear the energy space, I always forget, but if you want to enter to receive a free reading, put a snowman emoji in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of January, New Year's Day. And yeah, so keep your eyes open for that video. I will not be contacting anybody in the comment box, so do not be scammed by anybody pretending to be me, saying congratulations, hooray, you've won. You will only know by checking out that video and checking out, and following the directions in there. So good luck to everyone. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. That's listed in the description box below, as well are all the cards. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right. All right, Leo, let's see what Spirit has to say. And know that during this time, awakening and truth, those are going to be like our key words. It's going to be the defining, element of this time and how we're moving forward. So let's see here, angels. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So we have confidence. We have here magical reverse, which is very interesting because this is a very magical time. We have an archangel energy coming forward. We have evolve right here. And we're going to see that this new moon in Sagittarius, it's all about hope. It's all about optimism. It's all about a sense of adventure, craving freedom, wanting to move forward in truth. And it also brings us to this really powerful day to set our intentions, to say, what is it that I want? How is it that I'm moving forward? What is it that I'm growing into? What is it that I want to gain from my existence here on this earthly plane? And how do I move forward in power and confidence of me? So the confidence right here. And I know, Leo, you're always described as such a confident individual, but sometimes that confidence is bravado, right? Sometimes it's like, well, just fake it till you make it, and you just embrace that energy completely. And I love that about you guys. But here, it's really a sense of I'm confident within myself, which kind of goes against the Six of Wands energy where I can celebrate myself. So there's a sense of confidence, but there's also a sense of insecurity coming forward, mostly, enabled or accelerated through negative speech. So here, Spirit is saying, embrace your confidence. You know it's there, Leo. You do. You know it's there. There's some things that you do where you're like, oh, that's brilliant. That's beautiful. I've got that. There's a sense of the magical during this time. There really is. So the new moon is squared Neptune, which brings the spiritual into the day today. It also brings the mystical, the magical, energy forward. It makes us see it. It makes us want to look at things and say, well, there's something more here than meets the eye. There's something more to this. We are evolving. We are transforming. We're like the caterpillar, like inching around, squiggle worming around. And then all of a sudden, we're going to realize one day, oh, I go into this hibernation place. I go into this place of connecting with myself, and I get wings. Like I get wings. I get to fly forward. I get to evolve. Like this is wild. And this is beautiful. So it's very interesting during this time is that we have 5 planets in mutable signs. And what that means is that it's very easy for us to embrace change. So we have Neptune and Saturn, they are in Pisces, and we have the moon, the sun, and Mars in Sagittarius. Now we are ruled by the sun, so we feel that even more. And this is a Sagittarius new moon. So it's intense here for us. What this brings, again, it's kind of an easygoingness with change. We are adaptable, we are anticipatory, like we want that adventure, we want that change, but we can also feel very overwhelmed by it, especially in the realm of what we are passionate about our work, about moving things forward. We can feel very overwhelmed. There can be a lot of change moving at us very, very quickly. So just be aware of this. Oh, excuse me. Be aware of this during this time. It's important. It's important to be like, oh man, okay, this is moving too fast. Angels and spirit guides. Here we have divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above the crown. Again, this is a time, guys, where we are so tuned in. We are so tapped in. It's kind of amazing. So with divine wisdom reverse, we're having a lot of information coming to us and we can feel very overwhelmed by it. Everything's moving just a little bit too fast or a little bit too intensely. So saying, okay, I need to slow it down in order for me to be able to download everything. It's kind of like when you have all the windows open up on your phone. I'm laughing because I have like 200 plus windows open up on my phone and I have to listen to that. I know that. And I don't even know how they got to be so many, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. And then everything starts to slow down and it's like, okay, let me slow down. Let me see what is needed, what isn't needed, and why is it that I'm always going on to the next thing? Download the divine wisdom, be guided by it because it is going to be a powerful, beautiful thing for you during this time. So connecting with the soul star chakra, again, located 6 inches above our crown, is going to be very powerful. That golden light just raining down on us, bringing us that divine wisdom, bringing us that knowledge, leveling us up, right? So let's see what we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Ace of Cups reverse. You have had now 3 of the 4 aces come forward. And so the Ace of Cups is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. And we're like, hold on, not quite ready for that yet. That's a bit intense. It can mean that we feel too much. So being aware of that and knowing that is a powerful thing, that right now, for whatever reason, we are kind of safeguarding our hearts. We're saying, how do I feel? How do I move forward in love? How do I move forward in what I want? How do I let go of wounds and scars and hurts and pains and disappointments? And how do I stand in the power of me? How do I open my heart and say, this is what I love, this is what I need, and this is what is important to my grace of being? Because we're putting it on hold. And Spirit's saying, be mindful of putting this on hold, because it's almost like we're building up the pressure of something. It's like when you shake up a bottle of soda and then you unscrew the top and it all just explodes everywhere. Be mindful about that, because we can be thinking, oh, I'm keeping everything in check. I'm keeping everything in check. And then we can just erupt like a volcano. So just be mindful about that. Be more honest with your heart. Be more connected with your heart, because that's going to be one of the best things for you. It's going to be a very powerful thing that moves you forward. Now, what's beautiful is that we're crowned by the Ace of Pentacles. God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, has handed us a gift of prosperity and success and love and abundance, and the sense of planting seeds. What is it that you want to grow? What is it that's important to you? What are your values, your desires? What is it that you want to see becoming more in this life? Now, they have also put up it's funny because all this goodness comes forward. It's like all these great, rich herbs to be planted in the garden comes forward. And then the Six of Wands is reversed. And so there's a sense of like, can I even do it though? Like, can I plant this energy? Can I move it forward? Do I know what I want? Am I able to celebrate myself? Am I able to stand confidently within myself and saying, this is who I am. This is what I need. This is what I desire. This is what's important to me. Because that's going to be a big thing. And that is a big thing. It's going to be a game changer. So during this time, one of the things, even though Spirit says we are quite confident within ourselves and that energy is true, there is a sense of, am I embracing that confidence? Am I able to celebrate me? Or am I doubting myself along the way, every step of the way? And am I overwhelmed by this? Now, it's interesting because we have that fast-paced energy coming forward within us. We want to have things. It's like we want to have things growing, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. It's planting the seeds. It's knowing what we desire. But then it's having the patience to water it, which we're going to be a little bit apprehensive about doing, because the Ace of Cups is like, okay, how do I water that energy, right? How do I bring that love, that nurturing, that healing forward? So we're not only doing it for us to say, what is it that I love, but am I nurturing and taking care of what I love, what I desire, and how I want things to move forward in my life. Now, the new moon and the sun are conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. And this energy is very fast moving. Okay. It's very fast moving. It's also very opinionated, and it can be very dogmatic. It has to be a certain way. And that's the energy that we're going to tend to listen to, because we have here with the King of Swords reversed, where it's a sense of our self-talk might be really, really, really toxic, really intense, really negative. And we can tend to listen to people who we think, oh, they're just giving it to me straight, right? They're not mincing their words. They're a straight shooter. They're very blunt. They're very, to the point of things. And it's like, but they're cruel. Like, did you not realize that they were cruel? They were mean. You can say things. You can be honest to people, and you can be like, hey, listen, you know what? That's not cool. Or, that's not getting you the result that you want. Here's why. You can be compassionate. You don't have to be cruel. And that's going to be the difference here. But until we kind of curtail that self-speak and we say, okay, it doesn't have to be cruel. It doesn't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be like this. We're going to be drawn to that energy that for one reason or another, we have become more comfortable with. And it's just a little bit, it's biting. It's a little bit mean. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We can have air sign energy in our life or in our chart that comes through very intensely, very powerfully. If this is a person in our life, they give a compliment and an insult at the exact same time. It's rather overwhelming. So being mindful about this is going to be very important during this time as well. There's a sense also here of, what do I want? What do I want? Our mind can be all over the place. We can feel like, even though we're really focused on facts and numbers and things like that, we can feel like a ping pong ball just all over the place, trying to pull in, like, what do I want? What do I need? Where do I want to be? It's very interesting because, okay, and I'm going to butcher some names here of stars and dwarf planets, and I apologize, but bear with me, okay? Saturn is conjunct the fixed star of Persia, and this fixed star is called Fomalhaut. And I'm saying that so wrong, so I apologize. This is a fixed star, only moves 1 degree every 72 years, okay? So this energy is with us for a really long time. Fomalhaut is linked to the Archangel Gabriel. That's the messenger angel, okay? This is the angel that is the spiritual teacher that talks for God and sends God's messages to humanity. I see Gabriel, and I don't know if this is true or not, as being the angel in the Lover's card, okay? I've always seen him as such. So here, it's like the messages coming down to earth, coming to us from this archangel, come forward, with Saturn being conjunct the fixed star of Persia. Now, God's message is coming forward. We can see that. We have three messages coming forward. 2 of them are reversed. So we're not quite ready to take these messages for one reason or another. Now, with them being reversed, understand that Fomalhaut, the fixed star of Persia, right, is also linked to dragon energy and serpent energy, which when I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's so cool. You know, it's power, it's reverse, not reverse, it's rebirth. It's moving forward. You know, it's really achieving things. It's getting things done. But in Persian culture, you know, the dragon represents the demons. So we're seeing ourselves move forward. We're seeing ourselves connecting with angel energy, archangel energy, not just any angel. They're like one of the main players. But we also then have the demon energy coming in, saying, you can't do this. We have the 6 of wands reverse, saying, can you really celebrate yourself? Do you know how to move you forward? You don't. You've always messed up. You'll always mess up. So why do you even think you can? And it's so easy because we have the King of Swords reverse to be like, oh man, that's right. Like I forgot. I thought I could be something great, but I forgot. I had to stay small. And Spirit is saying, stop that. Stop that. Even saying it, there is something in me right now that is like, oh yeah, that sounds right. And it's like, it's not. It's not. But note that that demon energy comes forward and it's like, I can pull you down. Because the Ace of Wands reversed here, this is our energy. This is like hiding your light under a bushel, right? This is sitting there and saying, I can't shine. I can't possibly let myself shine. I can't be who I need to be and how I need to move forward for me. The Ace of Pentacles, not the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands here is the sense of how do I move forward in my passion, in what I desire, and what I love, and what I want? How do I stand in my glory and let myself shine in beauty and permanence of being? And that's the question here. How do I take everything that makes me who I am? When people talk about Leos and they talk about being the star in the center and this magnificentness, how do I see that in myself? And how do I embrace that confidence and that well-being and that determination? Now, the sun and the new moon are trine Eris, the dwarf planet Eris, and the north lunar node. Now, this is very empowering energy. This is very individual energy. It moves us forward towards fairness, towards truth, towards really saying, okay, who am I? And the star has us looking at our dreams, what we desire, what we want. And, I do apologize, just hit my mic. And we're looking at this and we're thinking, I don't get to shine. But the star is in the upright position. So we do get to shine. Spirit is hearing what we deeply desire within our soul. There is a sense of opening up a door, of our deepest wish moving forward. There can be a sense here as well as delusion moving into things. Like we could be dealing with some sort of delusional people at times, or people who, like, you know, you say something and you're like, well, you just didn't get any of that, did you? So just be mindful of that. I can see that energy coming in, but there's a sense here of when you wish upon a star. And I'm just seeing the image of the blue fairy coming in with Pinocchio and, you know, taking that wish of Geppetto in the Disney movie, right? And granting that wish. But all the complications that wish brings, all the hurdles that have to come from getting to open up that door and move forward that way and embrace our prosperity and our success and our bounty and what we truly love and what we truly want. So know that Spirit hears you, absolutely hears you, but you're going on a wild adventure, one that you probably never anticipated on, Leo, but one that is extraordinary for you. Your soul's wish is being heard. There is a magic to you. There's a brilliance to you. And when this energy comes in of being connected with the spirit world, it's like, oh yeah, I got this. I got this. Because my spirit is shining forward. Now, Mercury is conjunct the dwarf planet, and I'm going to butcher this one. I do know this. Qurar? I don't know. Quaoar. And Qurar is a creation god, all right? And brings order out of chaos. But Qurar also, okay, so no, before we get to what Qurar also is, we're going to see order coming out of chaos around Mercury energy. And I always see Mercury energy as so strongly linked with air sign energy. You know, it's that sense of the voice coming forward. It's that sense of the mind and the voice and all things Mercury. We have that reverse here. We do have Mercury going into retrograde on the 13th, which we can definitely be feeling because we have the post shadow period coming forward. And here it's the pre-shadow period coming forward. Here is the sense of, do I know my mind? Do I know what I want? Do I know what I'm saying? But the chaos coming out is that we have that confusion coming forward, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. It's a changing of the game, right? It's a sense of I'm entering into a new season, quite literally, right? No matter what hemisphere we're in, we're entering into a new season, a new sense of self, a new sense of empowerment and voice, but we're feeling a really big cosmic shift within us. This dwarf planet also opens up a link to the spirit world. So we're seeing us move forward, and it's like, oh, I get this. Now, the new moon and the sun are also tightly conjunct Uranus, which brings forward an awakening. There's a sense here of I'm seeing what I hadn't been able to see before. I'm moving forward in a way that they just didn't before. And as that door opens, it's like, oh, that's the path I'm supposed to be heading down. It brings us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Ooh, goodness. These? Yeah, these. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. So what's interesting here is that both the new moons came forward. We're crowned with the new moon saying a new start is coming, but as this gift comes forward, as we're looking at different ways to plant things and to move forward, the moon is saying to us, we didn't realize our path is reversed. The new start is coming energy is reversed. We didn't realize that the portal would be in the middle of the sky. You know, up this rickety ladder in the middle of the sky. It's like we didn't realize we would be heading in such a interesting and unique direction. And it brings us to this place where, do we feel like a new start is coming? Or do we feel like this is just a continuation of an old chapter, an old way of doing things? We're going to be seeing that things are changing, but they still have a tendency to feel very similar to what they had been before. So just being aware of this is going to be very important, that we have to realize our path is not what we had initially thought it was. We're changing the game. It brings us forward to it's a time to release negativity, and it brings us the unexpected as our star shines, as we open up to our dreams, our wishes, our deepest desires, as we're looking at things more honestly. It's like, okay, I have to let go of the negative, of the hurtful, of the hateful, of the chaotic, and it brings unexpected power, beauty, intensity, and it moves us to surrender to the divine. And we'll do this as we realize that we ourselves are the key. And as we realize, I do need to celebrate me, not in that egotistical way that our world tends to think, oh, that's what celebration is, but in that way that I see value in myself, in my creation, in my passion, in what I desire, and I'm opening up the door. So that's going to be a big thing. Nothing will come of the situation. The void of course comes in, and the void of course is a time, it lasts a very, very, very short period of time, a few seconds really, or a few minutes, I can't remember, where nothing goes as planned. It doesn't go as planned. And so everything goes pear-shaped, everything's topsy-turvy. And it's like, oh, so during this time when the Wheel of Fortune comes in, when the new chapter comes in, it's not going to be what we had planned. Does it mean that it's wrong? No, it doesn't. It just means it's not what we expected. And we have to be patient, but we're not going to be patient because patience is reversed. And it's like, I don't want to be patient. I want to knock down the door. I want to renovate everything. I want to see the glory that I want right now. And Spirit is saying, in my time, not yours. And that is going to be one of the most frustrating things about this time frame that we go through. It brings us then to you are very close to achieving your goals, and you are. But it's reversed. It doesn't feel that way. The darkness comes in. The light, we have to let it shine. We do. Whether we start doing candle meditations where you just stare at a flickering flame, or we start to, really embrace a sunlight, especially as we go into, if we're in the Northern Hemisphere, the darker and darker months of winter or times of winter. So here it's like, okay, listen, the darkness is coming in, and we can either learn from it and see and wind up seeing really, really clearly, or we can be engulfed by it. You are close to achieving your goals. It just doesn't feel that way because everything right now, for one reason or another, seems a bit insurmountable. It seems a bit overwhelming. It's a bit intense. And that's okay. I'm becoming aware that life is made up of those moments, of all those moments that we think, oh, I'm never going to get through this. I'm never going to heal from this. I'm never going to embrace this. But we see it. And somehow we get through. And that's what life is. It's powerful. It's beautiful. And sometimes it isn't, right? Because it's life. And it brings us then to meditate and contemplate, to slow things down, that beginnings are here. But if we don't meditate and contemplate, and we just stay so stuck in our brain, so stuck in the logic of it, we'll never get to the place that we want to be. And we'll never see the portal that opens. We'll never see the new beginning. And we'll never embrace that power. Our subconscious spirit message is faith. Faith. It can be an orthodox faith. It can be an unorthodox faith. It can be faith in the tree that grows in the backyard or in the park. It's faith. Faith in the clouds, faith in the sun, faith in our dreams in life. It doesn't have to be an orthodoxy. There's a sense here of beauty opening up to you and you seeing a new way forward, a new power, a new instinct, a new idea. It brings us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is angels and masters, which is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown that we were told that we weren't connecting with. Subconsciously, you need to know that your angels and your masters, your spirit guides, have their wings wrapped around you. They are connected with you so intensely, so powerfully, Leo, that you're playing a different game kind of than everybody else. There's a sense here of being deeply loved, deeply cherished, and moving forward in that connection. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the 7 of Swords. We're releasing lies. We are. And be mindful that as we release these lies, we might feel untethered. It's like, well, then what's true? Like, how do I move forward? Where is it that I need to be? Like, what is it that I need, that I desire from this time and for myself? How is the door opening? It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the 6 of Good Cheer. This is a connection. I'm hearing a connection with home and family. I'm hearing a sense of looking at things and kind of wanting things to be like they were once upon a time. And they're going to be different because once upon a time has passed. And it's only in the memory, and those are tweaked by our brains and ourselves. And so here, it's like embrace good cheer. Embrace the dreams that you cherish, the things that you love, and let them move forward with you. But it's also knowing that we can be engulfed by the idea of the past. And we're coming to this understanding that the past is done. Let the doors open to something new. Let us open, keeping whatever traditions are sacred to us alive, but moving us forward in a way that our souls need to. Our subconscious Luna message is step out of your comfort zone. We're not really there quite yet, but we do have the sacred masculine. We do have the masculine coming forward, and this is the lunar god. There's a sense here of it's difficult to step out of our comfort zone, but as we do, this powerful sacred masculine energy comes forward. And it's a masculine energy. It's kind of like the sun's energy, right? So the moon is a reflection of the sun, and the moon brings us the sun's rays forward, but diluted. And in a new moon, it's not at all, but I'm seeing the diluted energy of the sacred masculine coming forward and sitting and holding sacred space with you as you move, as you grow, and as you're embracing what you want. Stepping out of your comfort zone, it's not actually something that you have to do, actually, because it's the reflective energy of the sun coming forward. And in a new moon, yes, it's stepping out of your comfort zone because there's no light there. But as the eye opens and the light of the sun is reflected, it's a gentler version of ourselves. It's less intense, but no less powerful. All right. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed moon and happy holidays. Bye.